borrow one of them outfits with all them holes in it from Fashion Nova. Munch. Do you understand? The fuck? So anyway, they played the audio where Kesley said in the interview, I look up after maybe the second or third shot, and I look up. Now, I'm going to pause really quickly to paint the picture. I know Tory ain't the biggest nigga in the world. But do you think that grown-ass man was able to retrieve a gun that she claims he motioned to get out of the console earlier, but he never got? So we never know where this gun could have been. I want to remind you, you didn't see this, but I did, and I described it to you. They had luggage in the back seat. Tory would have had to jump over a suitcase, okay, and other items, and get in that front seat and retrieve a weapon and, you know, put it in position to fire shots. I need you to paint the picture. Excuse me. So do you really mean to tell me that in 2 or 3 seconds, Tory Lanez was able to get in the front seat of the motherfucking car and do what he did? And Megan initially said that she saw him from the back passenger side door. Okie dokie. They said, did you tell us that you saw Tory shoot over the door? She said, I was drunk. It was a blur. Then we took a break. We came back from the break. Shooting Megan. Kelsey Nicole Harris. She said, I didn't see him shooting. They said, did you shoot Megan? No. Do you know who shot Megan? No. Did you hold a goddamn gun, or apologize for anything they had to do with the shooting? No. They said, who apologized that night? She said, I don't recall an apology that night. They said, after you saw Megan limp over there, then what happened? She said, I don't know. Now, did Megan limp or did she crawl? Because there's a big difference. We chill when a baby goes from crawling to walking. So did she fucking crawl or did she limp? Yes, that's important to me. Kelsey said, I don't know what happened after Megan limped her ass over there to the damn man driveway. They said, did you go check on her? She said, yeah. They said, did you tell us that Megan was bleeding? She said, I don't know where it was coming from. They said, was Megan bleeding in the driveway? She said, no. They said, did you tell us that Megan looked up and saw you and that she looked like a deer in headlights? She said, yeah. But Megan got on the stand yesterday and said she didn't know where Kelsey was in the car. Didn't she say that? Yeah, she said that I was there. You weren't, but I did tell you that. Megan said that she only saw Tory. Kelsey, on record, on the 22nd when she did that interview, said that Megan looked right at her and looked like a deer in headlights. They said, did you tell us that he was pointing the gun at Megan? And that after the shots, did you say like everybody froze? She said again, the whole night was a blur. Then she said there was something about like, she said, I went into defense mode, you know. They said, did you tell us that he came around the car and that it was scary? And you didn't know what he was going to do when he came around the car after what had just happened? She said, I said a lot of things. They said, did you tell us that Tory assaulted you and that Quan picked you up like a damn doll? And that Quan said, they do this all the time, Kelsey. Come on. Hold on. I know this was no abusive relationship. Karim, is your cousin still holding you hostage in that goddamn apartment? Karim, tell your cousin that it's time for a conversation. Because the last time I tried to talk to you, he had your ass hemmed up and your ass had to go to the gas station and stand on the side of the pump to talk to me like you was scared he was going to whoop your ass. Let me know what's up with you, baby. So anyway, I'm going to repeat that one more time. They said, did you tell us that Tori assaulted you and that Quan, the security guard, picked you up like a doll and said, come on, Kesley, they do this all the time. Kesley say, refresh my memory. They played the audio of what she said that in September. Kesley said, no, they said, you told us a lot of things in September. Kesley said, look, I don't care to be here. I got a sick baby, postpartum depression, and all of that. They started asking about how she felt, about Megan in that instance. She said, I was betrayed by Megan and upset that Megan started the rumors about me accepting hush money. They said, did you tell us in September that Tori assaulted you? She said, I said that. They said, did you say that he punched and slapped you? She said, again, I said a lot of things. They said, did you tell us that the necklace broke? She said, yeah. They said, did you tell us that your necklace broke as a result of the altercation with Tori? She said, yeah. They said, is that what happened? She said, no. Are you tracking? They said, didn't you tell us? They said, didn't you tell us that he attacked you and that's how your chain broke? She said, yeah, I told you that. They said, is that what happened? She said, no. She said, I don't know if it fell or if it broke. She said, I didn't even realize my necklace wasn't on my neck until the next day. They said, what happened to the chain, Kesley? She said, I don't know. They said, did you tell us that your nail broke? And they put a picture up of her nail. She said, I don't remember how I had my nails that day. They said, did you tell us that your nail broke, during the altercation with Tori? She said, yeah, but that didn't happen. They said, didn't you tell us that Tori pulled your hair and your neck real hard and that with Quan trying to get you, it was like a tug of war and that's how your chain broke? She said, again, I said a lot of things. They said, did Quan try to get y'all back in the car? She said, no. She said, we just got in the car. She said, did anyone approach you and Megan in the driveway? She said, it's a blur. They said, what happened in the car? She said, I don't know. It's a blur. They said, did you send a text to Justin? She said, yes. And then we took a 15-minute break. Was it a 15-minute break? Yeah, it was. Kesley gets back on the stand at 2:50. They said, Kesley, when you got back in the car, could you tell that Megan was injured? She said, I didn't see. It was a blur. They said, what's going on with you today? They said, what happened from September to today that you forgot everything? Kesley said, I told you what I was going through. I got a sick baby and a funeral to plan. They said, have you ever been around a shooting? She said, I ain't never been around a shooting. They said, do you remember like a lot of the flack that you get online? And she said, yeah. She said, but it's concurrent, like it's actively, happening. So she don't have to go and think back to shit because it be right there. They was like, but Kathy Top was like, but you can remember what the fuck happened because it's always on your mind because social media be coming at you. Kelsey said, I take social media breaks. I swear to God, bitch. This is my left hand, but right hand to the man. Kelsey said, I'll be taking social media breaks. She said, between September and now, I've been through a lot. They said, did anyone from the defense contact you from September to now? Bitch, let me block you. Because I know damn well you're not going to put your cash up on my shit, bitch. And you ain't getting a motherfucking dollar. And if you send that nigga any of my motherfucking money, bitch, you blocked too. Get the fuck up out of here. Not any motherfucking way. I'm the only bitch that beg for money around this hoe. Don't play with me. This is my motherfucking block. So anyway, they said between September and now, did the defense try to reach out to you or something? She said, no. They said, did you send a text message out to, they asked about Justin, and then they said I think this was about Justin. Because they said, did you send a text? And she said, yeah, but I don't remember what I said. They said, did you send a text to Justin? And then she was like, yeah, like, but, and they was like, why did you send it to Justin? And she said, because I panicked. That's why. They said, why did you tell us that Tori shot Megan? This girl said, because I made assumptions. Okay. Like, okay. What happened? Hello? They said, why did you tell us that Tori shot Megan? She said, because I made assumptions. So they said, did you tell us in September that you text Justin for help because Tori shot Megan? Kelsey said, I didn't see Tori shoot Megan. They said, did you tell them to take Megan to the hospital and then Megan told you to call T. Ferris fat ass, but you had to send a text because your signal was bad and that's how you end up texting Justin? She said, yes. They said, didn't you try to send your location to T. Ferris? Yeah. They said, didn't you text your mama and say help? She said, yeah. They said, did you also say that you were physically and emotionally broken? She said, I don't recall. They said, were you injured that night? She said, yeah. She said, how did you get injured from that night? She said, I saw it the next day. I don't recall. They pull up some pictures, and I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. This was a big issue at the end of court. They pull up some pictures where Kesley got a bald patch in the middle of her motherfucking head and bruises all on her motherfucking legs and shit. The big issue was that the defense said, y'all sent this shit like 24 hours ago. Y'all supposed to like submit this shit 30 days before. So what's up? Okay. So they show a picture of a bruise on Kelsey's thigh. They said, how did you get this bruise on your leg? She said, I saw it the next day. I don't know how I got it. They showed her another bruise. Okay. And then they showed a picture of a patch in the middle of her head. And then they showed a bruise that was on her arm. They said, did you take these photos? Kesley said, yeah. They said, why did you take the photos? She said, no. They said, why did you take the photos? She said, because I saw it. They said, have you gotten bruises while you were drunk before? She said, yeah. They said, didn't you tell us that you had bruises from Tori assaulting you? She said, yeah. They said, why did you take a photo of your head? She said, because I had a bald spot, but I got bald spots before. I be wearing a lot of ponytails. Bitch, I swear to God. Let me read that again. They said, why did you take a picture of the top of your head with that bald patch? She said, because I realized I had a bald spot. She said, but I got bald spots before, and I be wearing a lot of ponytails. And she do. Shout out to, Michelle. They said you tried to call a person that you were talking to. And when talking, it was implied that it was like you fuck with a nigga talking. They said, didn't you try to call somebody that you was talking to at the time to have them on the line? You called them on the line and kept them on the line because you said that you were scared and you didn't know what was going to happen next in the vehicle. She said, that's not how that happened. She said, Kelsey said, I didn't call him until the police sirens came. She said, I was scared of the police, not the people in the car. And that's why I called him. They said Megan had her leg on her when they got back in the car. They said, did Megan bleed on you? She said, I don't know. They showed Kelsey a photo of some blood on her leg. They said, was Megan bleeding in the car? Kelsey said, no. Now, mind you, we saw towels, or at least a bloody towel, blood on the suitcase. What was the blood on the console? She said, no, I don't. They said, no, Megan wasn't bleeding in the car. They showed a photo of blood in the car on all these objects I just told you. They said, do you recognize this? Kelsey said, no. They said, were there bloody towels in the car? She said, to my knowledge, no. They said, that's my suitcase right there. She said, but I don't know who blood there was. They say, was bleeding? And she said, yeah. She said, but I don't know where from. And I never asked her what she was bleeding from. Now they said, did Tori say shut up? She said, yeah. And they said, why did Tori tell you to shut up? She said, because I was crying. They said, why was you crying, Kelsey? She said, because I was drunk. She said, once the sirens came up, Tori said, I got a big deal coming. I'll give y'all $1 million each to be quiet. They said, in September, you knew that, but not today. They said, were you truthful that day? Kelsey said, about some things. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hello? Hey, thank you so much. You're welcome, sweet. Thank you.
Oh my God! 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 Oh my
Come to
God!
my door and give me some chocolate, bitch. Woo. Come to my door and give me some chocolate. I know that's right. So anyway, they said in September, you knew a lot of shit. But today, you don't know nothing.
Nope.
Were you being truthful that day?
Nope.
She said about some things. They said, okay. She said, I wasn't truthful because I wanted to protect myself. They said, what do you protect from? Kelsey said, a variety of things. They said, a variety of things like what? What? Okay, cool whip. She said, I don't want to incriminate myself. They said, how could you incriminate yourself? I'm asking you incriminated by what he did. Like, how would you incriminate yourself? She was just looking crazy. They said, did you shoot Megan? And she said, no. They said, what weren't you truthful about? She said verbatim, I didn't see him do it. They said, how the fuck does that incriminate you? She ain't say
Nigga,
shit.
what the fuck?
They said, were you scared to come up here? She said, no. I just would rather not be in LA because LA give me anxiety. Now Kathy Ty getting mad. She said, Kelsey, you understand that you're under oath, right? She said, yes. They said, you didn't realize that Megan was bleeding? She said, no. They said, was anyone else bleeding? She said, I don't know. I ain't seen anybody else bleeding. They asked about the shooting again. She said, I did not see Tori shoot Megan. She said the only reason that she sent that message was because she was in a panic.
Bruh.
They said, well, why did you say that he did it? She said, because I was in a panic. They said, were you in a panic in September?
Nope.
She said, no. They said, after Tori said that he would give y'all $1 million each, did Megan say, huh? She said, I don't know. A mess. When the police came, they were aggressive. Okay. And they said, Kelsey, did you tell the officer not to put his knee in your back? And she said, yeah. I told him not to. She said, after what happened to George Floyd, she said, please don't put your knee in my back. And so she said her adrenaline is high. So they said, did you tell us that your adrenaline was high when you was handcuffed? And that the reason why you didn't talk about your injuries was because you were more worried about Megan. Okay. And that's not a question that she, answered just immediately. But I want to highlight something. 4 police officers came on the scene. They specifically asked, at least one of them, was there anyone else with injuries? They said no. Now, Kelsey's supposed to have a bald patch on her damn head and bruises all about her body. But the police said, we didn't see nobody else injured, nobody else injured, so that was interesting. And Kelsey is fair-skinned, light-skinned. What the fuck does that mean? Everybody know yellow hoes bruise easy. Okay? Anybody can bruise. But per your complexion, somebody knock you, drag you, do this and that, you bruise differently. And it's more apparent on certain people per the tone of the bruise and the color and stuff like that. I'm a brown skinned bitch and I'm dark skinned. But per how my skin tone is and where it is on the spectrum, You can see my bruises a lot. Like you can see them. They're very, 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 you know what I'm saying, apparent. And so she said, yeah, I did say that I wasn't worried about myself. I was just worried about Megan. They said you didn't think about yourself because you were worried about Megan. Okay. What happened after that? She said, I was taken to the county jail. They said, were you swabbed for gunshot residue? She said, I don't remember that. And then they
Oh my
said,
God.
did you ask for a lawyer when you got there because you said that you had seen that on TV before and that's what they was doing on TV and in the movies? And she said, yeah. They said, okay, what happened after that? After you left the police station? Megan's manager, Gilly, I don't know. Jilly, they said Jilly. I think they said Jilly. I don't know. They said Megan's manager, Jilly, picked her up and took Kesley to her apartment. And it was like, why you went to her apartment? And it was just like, we went over there to she said it wasn't no specific reason, but that's where they went. And she said that her shirt was ripped, but the shit still was a blur, so she don't really recall. They say, oh wait. Yeah. So they said, did Quan say something to you? And she said yes. But then it was a break because Kelsey said she had to go throw up. I lied to you, not. Kelsey said she need to go throw up. So she done left and they having sidebars and shit.
Oh hell no.
We come back and Kelsey was wiping her mouth, okay? Like she had just thrown up. So I don't know if Kelsey ultimately threw up, but when she came back, I did peep her, wiping the corners of her mouth like she had thrown up. She said after they left Jilly's house, they went to the hospital. Kelsey said, I didn't know anything about Megan's injuries. All I knew was that she had stepped on glass. What was interesting about that? What was interesting about that was the fact that this her going to the hospital was within hours of the incident. Megan hadn't come out and said anything about glass. So why did you feel like you knew that she stepped on glass? Who told you that? Because Kelsey wasn't allowed in. She was outside. Megan wasn't answering the phone for her. So where did you get that from? I guess we'll wait and find that out next time on Dragon Ball Z. They said, did you text Megan? And then at the time, her response was, I don't know. She was with her team. So I asked them how she was doing. And then she said, I got a call and I realized that it was Tori on the call. So they played the jail call. That means that happened around 9 o'clock in the morning because that's when the call came. The jail call was the first time that Kelsey heard from him since the incident. And she said, I tried to call Megan, but I couldn't reach him. They said, didn't you ask Megan's team, can you see Megan? And you were blown off? She said, yeah. And they said, how you felt about that? She said, I was upset and confused because I didn't understand why they was blowing me off. Let me tell you what Megan people told her, per what they said in court today, because that's who she was talking to, Megan people. She said, in quote, they said LA was a dangerous place and that I should go home.
Oh hell no.
Now, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Don't that sound like a threat to you?
It's about to
They
go
said
down.
LA was dangerous. You should go home.
It's about to go down.
And then they bought her a flight home. They kicked that bitch to the curb like a nigga after he done woke up and nothing on her back. It's time to go. What you about to do? Type shit. They booked her a flight. You hear me? You understand what I'm telling you? They booked her a flight. They say you told the prosecutors that you were hurt and that your back was hurting. Didn't you say that you told them that? She ain't answered that shit. They said when told to go back to Houston, Kelsey felt upset and confused because she didn't understand why. So Kelsey said, and they painted the picture. Kelsey said that she had to go stay in a hotel for 2 weeks after everything. Don't forget that Kelsey said that Megan told her, get rid of all of your shit, bitch, you about to get a house. So Kelsey packed the fucking bag, went to LA, and subleased her apartment and got rid of all of her shit. Got rid of all of her shit. So she didn't have nowhere to stay when she got back. You know what I'm saying? Because she had subleased. It ain't her shit no more. And just ain't have shit, but herself. So she said that she was in a hotel for 2 weeks and that Megan felt bad and set her up with an apartment. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Damn, son,
Because
where'd you find
Megan
this?
got on the stand and said, the last time I talked to Kelsey was when she said, what am I going to do for money? So I'm confused as to why Kelsey is saying that you helped her get an apartment. And if y'all want to talk about Tory bribing somebody, that can be taken a particular type of way. What if it was Tory that had helped her get an apartment because he felt bad about her circumstances? How would y'all have taken that? So how are we supposed to receive Megan helping her and getting a motherfucking apartment? If we thinking that maybe she could have done something that, whoop de whoop. I don't know. But that's what she said. She said Megan helped her get a place. They brought up Kelsey meeting with Tory. She said, I met with Tory and got my things. They said in the hotel. She said outside. Thank you. She said that Tory was apologetic, but he didn't say why he was apologetic. They said, didn't you say that you didn't feel safe with Tory and Jaquan? She said, yeah. They said, why? She said, because I didn't trust anybody at that time. They said, did you say that Tory was upset about the attack on his artistry? She said, yeah. They said, didn't you tell him that he was wrong for what he had done? She said, I told him he was wrong. They said, didn't you tell us that he was wrong for pulling out a gun? She said, no. They said, did you say apologize to Megan as well? I'm not the only one you owe an apology? She say, no. They said, did you say that Megan's team was being weird? Why am I out the loop? She say, I guess, but I don't remember telling you that. They said, when Tory apologized, you said you're wrong, right, Tory? No, not you're right, Tory. That Tory was wrong for what he did. She said, I don't remember telling you that. But I'm trying to figure out what the motherfucking attitude is because Megan didn't remember anything. And when they showed her on the paper what she said, Megan said, well, I see what's on that paper, but I don't remember telling you that. So what's the problem? Do you remember telling us that Tory offered you a job or maybe to invest in a particular thing? They said not how you putting it, but basically, yeah. They started asking her like how she was feeling, in that moment and why she felt unsafe and all that kind of shit. She said, I got PTSD from the police and them gunshots. They said, do you have PTSD from being attacked by Tory? She said, no. I have PTSD from what the police did when the sirens came and they did what they did with us. They said, did you tell us that when he offered you a job and then he offered you a lawyer that you said, I don't need nothing from you? She said, yeah. They said, is that what happened? She said, I don't remember. Tory's body language changed. But I think I can never speak for him. But it came out to me as though the persistent badgering of Kelsey and continuing to ask her the same shit was starting to maybe agitate him. But I can't speak for him. I just saw a shift, like a noticeable shift in his body language. It wasn't an upset, but he was looking very intently, like, like a damn. But I can't tell you what he was thinking. The attorneys go and talk off to the side. They come back, they ask the next question. They said, did you tell us that the business offers happened over the course of a few phone calls with Tory? She said, no. They said, didn't you tell us that he was offering you different things all the way up until charges got pressed? She said, I don't remember that. They say, what did you fight with Megan? She said, that's a good question. I don't know. They said, did you feel that Megan didn't protect you enough when she came out and she said that, she was a victim and she didn't basically make it clear that you didn't do anything to her and all of that kind of stuff? And she said, yeah. And they asking her in a way that, didn't you tell us that? And she said, yeah, but basically, I don't remember. That, yeah, like I told you that, but I don't remember that. They said, the accusation that you shot Megan is false. She said, yes, false. They said, did you shoot Megan? She said, no. And bitch, they wrapped it up. The judge was over. Everybody was over it. And they wrapped that shit up. And they ended it for the day.
Oh my God.
Come on, roll up.
Stop fucking lying.
So instead of getting into you know, and I applaud her, girl. She's not playing it. And thought they had this shit on lock. And the witness that y'all was all waiting on, and all them damn tweets about Kesley going to corroborate Megan's claims and shit. And I kept telling y'all, I don't think that's gonna happen. And lo and behold, it fucking didn't. Today was very interesting. And now the only person that says that she got shot by Tory Lanez was Megan Thee Stallion. Kesley understands backed her up in any regard and repeatedly said, I lied to you. I told you, and I hurt anybody.
I don't think it should. Man, that shit.
Bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you, like I told Brianna, man, they gonna lock her ass up.
May, right? Oh, her friend.
Think about it. Depending on what's in the immunity clause, like, I mean, it may be a reach for them to try to lock up Kesley. Apparently they done lost the case on Tory. Like, in my eyes, from everything I got.
But that was my whole take when it first happened, bro. It's like, what reason did he have to shoot her?
So now that you don't wasted all our time and all our resources of Los Angeles County.
Well, they get military funding, so
somebody got to go to jail.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we already got you on perjury because you done lied on stand. You clearly done lied on the stand.
Oh yeah, she has for sure. It's been a lie though, because like in that situation, I feel like it shouldn't even be came as far as she would have got medical treatment. So why could they go and sort that out with the doctors if she really got shot? Well, these bullet fragments at like, why the doctor ain't on the stand? Goddamn. Did you treat Megan? Yes. No. Whatever you're gonna say.
I'm pretty sure they gonna call. They probably gonna pull in the experts and all that shit last. But all these are the key witnesses, and that was the key witness for the prosecution. And I mean, just imagine if you the prosecutor and you think you got somebody in your bag that you think finna steal your case. Really, case closed. Once I pull this witness, like this, my big joker right here. Once I pull this big joke and slap this bitch down, it's a motherfucking rap. And come to find out, motherfuckers ain't even playing joker deuce on your ass. They don't fuck the whole game up. Like, bro.
Yeah, watching that shit last night, it's just like, oh, now it's I don't know. Everything is I don't know. But you had so much to say when it supposedly first happened, but now you don't know. Like all that I don't know. Like they don't know about you. They don't even know what to think of you right now. That's all she was saying. I don't know. I'm lost, bro.
What you think Rock Nation gonna do?
I thought she had. I thought everybody was cutting ties with her already. But like I said,
Nah, a representative, I forgot the lady name, but somebody who is with Rock Nation has been there every day
all the
since this
time.
bitch kicked off.
Yeah.
I know they having a meeting tonight.
Oh, she's gone. Once, like if it don't go in the favor that they wanted to go in, she's done. Like I thought it was already done because I thought they had already figured the case out. But man,
I
Megan,
think Rock,
that shit happened. That one came out. Man, that shit went up. Talking about it hurt her career. Then she lied and said it didn't. Oh man, it's just too much.
bro, it is too much, bro. And I know, goddamn, Tory. If Tory get off this shit, I know he got a hell of a lawsuit on him. I'm suing Megan. I'm suing Los Angeles County. And I'm suing Rock Nation. $500 million, nigga, 500 million.
yeah. Well, they should got. They gonna be.
I already gotta get my lawyers. I gotta break my lawyers off of a nice check. Know what I mean? So I need 500 million. I need 500 million, bro.
Like when the whole situation
That
first
bitch started
happened,
a whole. And yeah, I'm gonna call her a bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because right now you was a real bitch. Because we done caught you in too many motherfucking lies, and I don't give a fuck. I got a son. Any motherfucking thing that think they can just take advantage of a man and or woman in that kind of way and hold that lie for 2 years, nigga. This motherfucker started a whole smear campaign, bro. Oh, I feel this motherfucker was telling motherfuckers that black men are protecting black women. I remember on Facebook, these motherfuckers was on. Women was enraged. They felt lifted. Bitches who ain't never even got hit before sitting here talking about some. I know that's right, but it's like, bruh, niggas do protect black women, but that's the key thing. That's black women, not no shit bitch like this bitch.
I've seen. I hate that shit. Everybody. I've seen multiple races protect black women. You know what I'm saying? Like even white ones. I've seen it, bro. Like, and I've definitely have seen a lot in my life where a black man will protect. I've seen that a lot.
But niggas get killed every day over a woman that he ain't even married to. Come on,
shit, we lost one of our favorite rappers this year. Trouble.
Come on now. Come on now, bro. It's the cap for me, bro.
Yeah, it is. She lame as hell put a bro in that type of situation.
Like, I don't know, missed out on bread for 2 years. They took him off streaming platforms. I ain't finna go too deep on this, but because I want to wait for everybody to be on the panel and shit. I know Carmen really want to talk her ish, but yeah, bro, this shit crazy.
She annoying as hell for that. Megan.
She need to be losing 1 million subscribers by every day. Fuck you talking about? Y'all need to be following it. Nobody need to be following that shit.
I even said that when the whole little WAP thing came out, bro. If you go compare her followers to Future and who's been in the game longer, bro, she does 30 million followers, bro. She only been out for how many years? You talking about your career was hurt? Shut up.
Shout out to Shout out to fuck, I forgot how you even pronounce her name. Mila for grams. Mila for grams. Shout out to her. Y'all go follow her on Instagram. She is in court every day. Know what I mean? And even I don't know what kind of tone y'all get from her, but know what I mean, it may sound like she comes off as like she's just I'm for Tory. Like, but when it comes to this case, she really has no bias. I think she really is for Tory, but she's showing no bias. Like, she gave Meg her props on certain aspects of the case when props were due. But at the same time, she goddamn holding their ass accountable too, and that's what we fucking need more of. I'm finna goddamn home. Let me play this one last video. From Lawyers for Hire, bro, because they've been doing a good job too. See, that's the thing, bro. Motherfuckers don't know, bro. When I be at work, bro, I ain't got nothing but time, bro. I'm not listening to these dogs bark all day, man. I'm listening to podcasts, trending news, Breakfast Club interviews, all that shit, bro. I'm listening to all that shit. So, when I say I know what the fuck I be talking about, a lot of time I be knowing what the fuck I be talking about.
This guy.
Done. She will be back tomorrow for another day of testimony. In fact, the opening direct examination by the prosecution of Kesley started in the morning. It's still not finished. It's going to continue to tomorrow, and then let me catch you up on Kesley. Everything that she had told prosecutors and investigators before, suggesting that Tory had shot at Meg, was a lie. That she did why to protect herself. How was she protecting herself? She didn't want to incriminate exchange that just kept going on. They were saying the same thing to each other. I don't know why the judge allowed it. The prosecutor's like, why? To protect yourself from what? And she just kept saying, to protect myself. Finally, they moved on. Prosecutor's story basically comes down to this. They're introducing evidence that Kesley seems to deny, but then doesn't seem to deny, as far as Tory making offers to say, hey, I'll give you this money when they're in the car and the police are coming up behind them and there's a helicopter overhead. Tory's like, yeah, I'll give you $1 million. Don't say anything. And she's like, I didn't take that. I didn't know what he was talking about. And then there's another meeting that happens later on between Tory and her. And she says, I didn't take any money. But she, at the same time, doesn't deny that offers were made. The other part that prosecutors are using and hanging their hat on are messages after the shooting where Kesley is communicating with other people, including a key text message where Kesley says, Tory shot Meg. That was sent to Meg's security guard. For the cross-examination, what I'm looking and expecting for the defense to do is basically pin Kesley as the shooter. They're going to gunshot residue. They're going to say she's got gunshot residue on her. And then they're going to start pointing out to all, and there are so many, I don't even think you can cover them all, of the inconsistencies in the stories between Meg and Kesley. One of the biggest inconsistencies that I can't make any sense of is Meg says that she was out of the car alone. Kesley says, no, we were both out of the car. She said that today in court. We were both out of the car when the shots happened. Kesley vehemently denied that she saw any type of shooting, and she kind of kept saying that there were just gunshots that went off. She did not admit how. I think a juror is going to go one of two ways. A juror is going to look at this and say she's been paid off, she's lying for Tory, Tory is a criminal mastermind, guilty. I think a juror might look at it and say she's trying to protect herself from incriminating herself about being involved in this shooting. And so she's lying, and maybe she's the shooter, and that's enough for me to say reasonable doubt the prosecution hasn't met their burden. We shall see. This case is not ending anytime soon. Stay tuned. And so confused by what was coming out, she was everywhere. And so the whole shit is just a fucking mess. I think because of that, you probably need Tory to come in and
That's a long. I ain't know he got on with that.
I'm saying, like, damn, everywhere, ain't he?
Bro, Act trying to figure this shit out, bro. Act figured out goddamn take off murder in what? 3 days? Hey man, I fuck with Act, man. Shout out to academics.
Yeah, for that.
And shout out to the lawyers for hire. But yeah, man going to jail, bro. I mean, bro, like just think about it. Like you made us because of you. We spent all these resources and time of Los Angeles County, one of the most expensive counties in the world to live in. Know what I mean? We took all this money and time to build this case up, and
it's like number 3.
we think we had a star witness. We have your testimony. First you go on Gail King, and you go against the whole testimony that we even said we was putting out. You lying, you making yourself look bad, you fucking up your credibility as the victim. Then goddamn, we bring in your best friend who we thinking is gonna be on our side. Little do we know, y'all two ain't even fucking with each other for the last 2 years, and now this bitch blew up the whole spot. Not bitch, Kelsey's a woman. My bad. Kelsey's a woman. Meg's a bitch. So you done blew up the whole fucking spot. And now we can't. Now. In my theory, we can't arrest Tory because clearly, goddamn, as of right now, in my opinion, if I don't know, bro, just logically, like I just feel like the jury be like not guilty on Tory. So if they don't get a conviction on Tory, you can't get a conviction on Kesley because of the immunity. So who we spend all this time and resources for? Somebody got to go.
Another thing is too is that they were saying that
somebody got to go.
She didn't even seek attention when she first got shot. If I heard them correctly last night, that she didn't even go immediately to like the emergency room or nothing. And plus, both of y'all got security. One her security that was present.
No, they said she. I don't know if she. I think they said she did go right away, and then. Because that's when they remember that the shot was just like Kelsey said when she tried to go see Meg at the hospital. They told her she couldn't even see her. But
that's a clear indicator too. Like, why if y'all friends, my friends got
why
shot,
you don't want
go see?
You know what I mean? Why you don't want your best friend to see you?
Let's just go back to everything she was saying last night. Shit, they got into it.
Even though you in the wrong because you backdoored her for fucking her nigga, which was admitted in court. Exactly. I ain't even got to say allegedly. It was admitted in court.
So now they done got that truth. So yeah, they looking at her side. I know they looking at her sideways. Now
right,
you know how that friendship good shit.
Meg finna be just like Gunna. Pushing please.
Go outside, man. I mean, damn, Sergio. That nigga played guilty. That what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't built for that life, bro. And everybody saying talking about some how he beat the Rico and all this shit. All I'm gonna say is, in my opinion, bro, once he actually went out and publicly said YSL is a criminal organization, that was an indirect snitch right there. You know what I mean? I don't abide by that snitching shit because I don't do none of that shit. I am a tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. You know what I mean? But for those who do, that's just my opinion on that snitching shit.
Yeah, man, I'm snitching.
So I don't know, man.
Tough,
I know Thug got a bad taste in his mouth right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Some niggas wear that shit on them, it ain't in them. And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end this stream because this shit ain't even meant to be this long. You feel me? So goddamn, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and go to YouTube, like and subscribe to the video, motherfuckers, please. And we'll see y'all motherfucking next time.